So your next chance here is coming up. Cavaliers are off tonight. They'll play tomorrow night against the Hawks in Atlanta. That'll be their last game before the All-Star break. So Cavs-Hawks tomorrow night, 7:30 here on WMMS is your tip-off. Hey, White Rick.
Yeah, what's up, Alan?
What's going on?
Yeah, I'm wondering why you guys did not pick up on the fact that you already knew the answer to the Rick situation a long time ago.
How so?
Because you talked to Rick on his birthday last year, and he said he was 66 or 67 years old.
Yeah, I couldn't remember how old he was. This guy.
This is not anything that we remember, though.
Yeah, I remember that. I mean, because I asked this kid that was this guy's son how old his dad was, and he said 79. And I was like, okay, well, that's clearly not Rick. He's not 79 years old.
Yeah, I thought you said in that obituary he was 81 or something. I was like, that's like 50.
No, he was 79. I mean, this guy was born in 43. But again, I could not remember how old Rick said he was.
Well, having said that, if he was 66 or almost 67, there's another Ricky that passed away. So,
Oh my God, are we just?
Yeah, because I texted the day you were talking about. I said Rick's like 66 and he's not 80 years old.
Right. Well, because this deceased person's son, when I was talking to him at this service, the kid's name was Ricky. He went by Ricky. So then I go, okay, well, did your dad go by? But okay, thank you, Rick. I appreciate the reminder there, but I did not remember.
That guy's name was Rick too?
That was White Rick, if that's your real name.
No, yeah, my name's Rick or Richard, and I almost died this past September, but not quite. So.
Okay, well, now you hooked me. What happened?
Kidney failure.
Jesus. Is it safe to assume that they are no longer failing?
Yeah, they got a number. I thought they said creatine, but it's creatine. It sounds like the stuff you juice on when you're doing roids or whatever.
Yeah.
Minus the E. And I was working 2 jobs, and I was like, I said, I feel like I'm working on Mars or something. Everything feels like it's 1,000 times heavier than it is, and I'm laying around and get home from work, and like I had to take like a boiling shower to get my back to move. And I go in and they said, oh yeah, normal level is 1.1 for your creatine level, and yours is 19.
Uh-huh.
They said, yeah, you're about an hour away from dialysis, so they sent me right into the hospital or whatever.
Fortunately, the hospital was 90 minutes away. So, boy, this guy, Rick, he was. But are you okay now, or you still have to go through all that stuff?
Nah, I'm back to drinking Powerade and smoking cigarettes. Like always.
Living life.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Pizza, you know.
Yeah, I understand.
It came out of nowhere. I was like, they said, yeah, it was all to do with, what's the crap they got in Powerade? Electrolytes.
Okay.
I've been working this. Oh, and that and Advil or whatever. So I quit all them like 6 months ago. Advil and aspirin and stuff because my back hurts.
Sorry I asked.
So you're
He's
getting
got a lot of stuff going on. Too many electrolytes.
You're getting too many electrolytes, but that's what plants
not
need.
enough.
Oh, not enough. Okay.
And I said not enough, and I was like, I didn't realize they were all in all kinds of stuff. But that week I'd been working 2 different jobs in the same day, and I was like, yeah, I was just drinking plain old water, and I was like, well, that was the problem. You like had nothing for like a week, and it all caught up with you. And I was like, oh well, cool. At least the nurses were hot up in Canton, so.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Rick. Nobody's he's back to eating pizza and whatever. Right? Wow.
Yeah, I forgot. I mean, we forgot what we talked about after the segment's over. So when people are like, you don't remember when you called on your... Like, no, I don't remember that at all. So.
Yeah, by the way, thanks for telling me after I go to the service, by the way. That call would have helped last week.
But he said he texted.
Texted? I get 1,000 texts an hour. Well, I'm not seeing every one.
Oh,
hey,
right.
Dick.
Hey, Rick had hey, Alan, hey, Bill, hey, Mary. Rick had a good point. You were talking about electrolytes. It was about a year ago, and then, it's 2 or 3 years. I got real, it was hot, and I got real dizzy, and I sort of collapsed, and they had to take me to the hospital, and I have never seen anything what Rick was talking about. It's crazy. They put all these, like, they hook you up with, like, needles and stuff, and they take your heart and your lungs, and you're just, I mean,
They took your heart and your lungs.
I mean, they put all these electrolytes on your chest and everything, and you just got to keep drinking water. But I never got so scared in my life, something like that happened. But I found out that it was due that I have to drink like 7 bottles when I was working, but I retired. It was eight bottles a day. But that scared me so bad, I was nervous.
Hey, Dick, your real name is Dick, right?
No. My real name, back to my dad's family, it would be, Dad was named Sam, my uncle was Tony, there was Charlie.
Dick, what is your name?
Richard Benjamin.
Okay, so you're right. Yeah, but that's short for Richard. He's not lying about his name.
And Dick, don't take offense to this, but if we didn't hear from Dick for a while and you were looking up obituaries and going to the funerals of people named Dick, that would not get you where
Well, first of all, we know what Dick looks like.
Yeah. I know, but if we didn't, if it were the Rick situation, see, he's been calling forever. His name is not Dick. His name is Richard.
Yeah, but we know that Dick is usually short for Richard.
Yeah, it's not like his. If I went and said, "Did he call himself Dick?" Everybody would say yes. He was. Everybody at Dick's funeral will go, "He was Dick from Dayton."
Exactly.
They would know.
Everyone in his family would be like, "Oh, he was the one that called all the radio shows."
That's right. Yeah, you're not going to win planting your flag in the Dick Hill.
We better not be the only ones that show up. There's a lot of people that should be paying tribute.
Hey, Alan, I wanted to tell you though. Actually, my name was. They got the name at Lowe's and around because we had somebody that worked at Clear Channel Radio years ago, and he went to university.
You a toilet?
He was called Major Dixter. They called him Major Dixter Hale, and I used to call him, and he used to say, "You and I have the same name, Dick from Dayton." But actually, they knew me down here from that traffic scout at one of the iHeart radios here in Dayton. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Right?
Goddamn, you dick.
Okay, well, yeah, so we know. All right.
And I just wanted to say, go Cavaliers. And I thought Al Michaels and Chris Collinsworth were really good on the Bengals and Rams game. It was good.
Yeah. All right.
I'm going to... Hey, go Cavaliers. Go Cavaliers.
Go Cavaliers. That's right. Go Cavaliers. Thank you, Dick. I appreciate hearing from you. Yeah, we'll know. Everyone at that service will know who Dick is. Dick Benjamin. Now we got his last name. Of course, you probably knew his last name. He sends cards. He sends cards.
Yeah, but we can't read them.
I feel like I've gotten a little bit better at deciphering Rick's handwriting when he sends cards to us. Not much better, but I mean, over the years, by osmosis, you pick up a couple of things. So, I mean, I know. See, Drunk Sue I'm not worried about because, I have her phone number. We know her name. We know where she lives. We know who her common-law husband is, I think, So, but like, a.k.a. Becky, we stopped hearing from her a long time ago.
And she never gave us
And she
her...
was in poor health. Yeah. And that was a fake name.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. But to Mary's point, yeah, I'm not going to drive myself nuts going to funerals. We threw a dart and came up with Bupkis.
I'm not going to belabor the point. It doesn't matter.
No, go ahead. Belabor.
That was my whole point in the beginning, was if you're not going to keep going and trying to find this, why go to one?
Why not?
Because we thought it might be the one.
Why not go to one?
Because, and first of all, when we had this original discussion, all things pointed to it not being him. And you guys were like,
"What do you mean all things?" Wait a second. You can't say all things.
All of that. Well. He had never made mention of any of those things, and you guys were willing to suspend your disbelief, saying, "Well, maybe he didn't want to mention his wife. Maybe he didn't want to mention his kids."
You're the one that's trying to make a case for a double family, so of course I would have had to. If none of that information tracked, I'd still have to go. Wouldn't I, Mary? Because he could be lying about all of it.
Is that you think I'm taking it too far, saying that he could have been lying about his name on a public radio show when you guys ignored every single thing every single sign that was pointing to it not being him.
Well, maybe I wanted it to be him.
I don't understand the point of going.
Maybe I wanted it to be him.
Well,
so we'd have some closure.
The other one that I have a line on already had their stuff, so we can't go to that one. I just sent it to the group chat.
What are you just going to do? You're just going to start crashing funerals every week?
Well, I can't. We missed this one because Alan was at that one. It's the same day.
Yeah, maybe we will. Why not?
And this
I look
guy,
great in a suit.
This guy has the right age, according to...
Yup.
So...
Yup. Mike from Parma says, do not gloss over the fact that Dick said they put electrolytes on his chest in the hospital.
Let it go. They just poured Gatorade out like he won the Super Bowl.
Clearly he meant electrodes. But electrolytes. I got some money here for you. It's $1,000. It's a chance for you to go fund yourself. Listen closely and good luck.
The Buzzard wants you to go fund yourself and score $1,000. Enter the nationwide keyword deposit at WMMS.com. That's deposit. Enter it now at WMMS.com. And good luck from Buzzard Radio.
Anytime you want to leave us a message, just something quick, you can do it on the Alan Cox Show After Hours line. That is 216-986-8903.
Hey, guys, it's Albert here. I'm not sure if I asked or not, but I'll be working in New Mexico for the next 5 months. I'd like to be a temporary bureau chief. Alan, I love how much of a robot you are. Oh, my son has his appendix taken out? Well, I just can't come down there or up there. I have to go to a bar appearance. So shoot me a thumbs up emoji if he's okay. My son has turtle and bleeding. You know what, honey?
What did he say? What?
Turtle and bleeding.
Turtle and bleeding? What is that?
You know, turtle and bleeding.
It's turtle and bleeding. It's when they
internal bleeding.
I can't fast forward through this movie like I do at home. So just let me know how he's doing, and maybe I'll shoot up there if I've got time. Normal people would have heard that and be like, I'll be right there. Not robot Alan Cox. He's like, I just bought tickets. I just want to go sit down now. Loved it. I'm glad he's okay. I'm glad he's fine. Maybe fake being a human a little more often if you can. Love the show, guys, and I miss y'all. Bye.
First of all, it's a complete misrepresentation of that situation. Complete misrepresentation.
Is it?
Yeah, of course it is. This isn't any time that something happens with my older kids, it's not a trip up the street like the rest of the single parents around here have. It's a 3.5-hour trip. So before I hit the road, because I've gotten burned plenty of times before, listen, I love seeing my kids, but if I make a 3.5-hour trip and they go, it was gas, I need more information before I make that trip. My son had a snowboarding accident a week or so ago, and my ex-wife calls me, and yes, she is very concerned about him at all times. So she is prone to freaking out prematurely. So I know this. So when she calls, I say, when you talk to a doctor, text me and let me know what they say. And she did, and I hit the road. But I've been making those trips that's where my kids grew up. I've been making those trips for over a decade, since they were little. We've been split up a long time. Happy to make them. But if I can avoid making 3.5-hour trip unscheduled on a Sunday afternoon because they think something's going on, I have to manage my time. So that's not me going, yeah, let me know. I said, you're freaking out. When you talk to a doctor, tell me. And what happened? It was a big bruise. But I went. I wanted to see him. I wanted to make sure he was okay. I'm happy to do it. But I need a little bit more information. And most people in my shoes aren't going, they don't have to make almost a 4-hour trip interstate to, for this situation. They live in where does your boyfriend's ex live?
She lives in Avon.
Where's the baby? Right. So if something goes on there, he's got to drive to Avon from Berea. It's not 3.5 hours.
Well, I don't know how you're driving, but it takes us about 3 hours to get to Avon.
I don't know how you're driving.
She's got to stop and rent a car first.
That's not me being a robot. There are plenty of ways you can call me out for being a robot. Yes, I do not.
You weren't a robot on Friday when you found out you were talking about your friend that passed away, and you got very emotional.
Yes, I did.
And people were like, wow, I was there messaging me, and they're like, I can't believe how emotional Alan was on Friday talking about his friend. I never expect that from him. I'm like,
well, it's not unprecedented. I mean, right.
There's going to be certain things that hit people differently.
Yeah, I admittedly do not react to most things the way most people do, but I didn't, that wasn't a good example of me being a robot. Plenty of times you can call me out for that.
Ooh, breaking news.
Ooh, hold on. Boy, this better be good. Interrupting my monologue.
Alan Cox Show! Exclusive news update!
Cleveland Cavaliers center Jared Allen has been named an NBA All-Star. That's huge.
Is it?
All right, it's
Alan Cox Show! Exclusive news update!
all right.
He's
What was he
replaced
before?
James Harden. He was not. He didn't make it, but then James Harden's going to be out because he's got a calf or like a thigh strain or something like that. So Jared Allen got the call, and that's awesome.
Is that a situation where he was like next in a line, or they could pick anybody?
So it's the commissioner that gets to make the pick.
Yeah.
And he was probably right on the cusp of all the coaches voting for the reserves.
Okay.
So I think that.
So it's not a shocking pick.
It's
a
not a
good
shocking pick, but it's it's just good news for the city.
He's that kid with that sweet fro, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm very excited about that.
Internal inbleeding. Alan, how many pound cakes are out there? I know. Can anybody talk? Dick's got electrolytes on his stomach. Albert's like, internal inbleeding.
Eternal
What?
bleeding. He keeps trying to talk.
Pound cake does?
Yeah.
I know. I don't know what's... Jason was in there for 2 hours fixing stuff, and then we tested it before the show, and it was fine at the top of the show. And
then it works, and then doesn't work for no reason. Is there a wire loose? Like, check the back of your microphone cable.
it's just like that board is really old.
Yeah.
I wonder why it worked at first.
And then see
Didn't
where it
work
goes
before.
into on the thing. He doesn't know where he's going.
He was the DJ director at WZIP.
I mean, it's also like they all look. I'm sure Jason knew how to plug them all in correctly, and I don't even think they.
Yeah, but
those would be the
there's
problem.
only one place to plug them in.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not.
It's just I don't know what.
And his pot's up, and you're
I
on
don't
the
know
right
what it would
bus,
be.
and you're sending to the right. Okay.
And the fact that it was working and then not working and then working again, there's something weird going on.
I don't know either. Yeah.
Try that. I'll go in there in the break and look at some stuff.
Maybe he was saying turtle inbreeding.
Turtle.
Alan, you know what? All the turtle inbreeding that was going on, you need to figure that out.
Be more sympathetic towards it.
Toward turtle
They got to
inbreeding.
survive somehow. There's not enough of them to not inbreed.
Oh, God, we went to a hibachi place on Friday night. It was my daughter's. She turned 6 yesterday, but we had grandparents coming in, and there was stuff going on all weekend long. So Friday night, I leave here, and I go to meet them at this hibachi place. And it's fine. I'm not in the right frame of mind because I had just learned about my friend that day and blah, blah, blah. But it was, we'll have some fun, and it'll be fine. And where they walk, you have your hibachi chef as part of the whole production there, where they squirt the sake into your mouth.
It's the best. I love it.
And so the table next to us is getting their whole production before us. We're kind of waiting, having a couple of drinks. And the girl and they're clearly celebrating something, and they're looking to get lit. And so this girl keeps requesting more sake to be shot into her mouth, which is fine. It keeps going. And over the course over the next 45 minutes, I look over, and she's starting to look green. Like she's starting to look like... she should ease off the sake shooters or whatever. And this thought crossed my mind. I go, please puke. There has to be somebody who I would love to see vomit on a hot hibachi grill top.
God, it would smell so bad.
But could you imagine just visually how amazing that would be if somebody honks all over a hibachi top? That has to have happened at some point.
It has to have, but it would ruin hibachi for so many people. I don't think I could see that and ever want to go to a hibachi
He could still do the
again.
onion volcano on top of it and the whole bit, the smiley face.
Mix it in the fried rice.
Yeah, that's right.
Ugh.
Forget the raw egg.
That's why I have that wet spot on my shirt, Mary. In my special, I was doing the...
Vomit?
No, I was doing the hibachi sake shooter.
Got to get up for the show. Got a couple... Just for a split second, because she looked like she was like kind of leaning over a little bit. I'm like, oh, do it. Please vomit on a hot hibachi grill.
Happen.
Oh. Love it.
Hold on for 2 seconds. Don't throw the shrimp yet. I got. Hold on one moment.
I sent you guys that story. The restaurant that's going to be next to our new studios is going to be heavily seafood.
It's a Cajun restaurant. Yeah. Yep. So Mary's going to have to go in like a side entrance or something.
Yeah.
You know?
Just don't eat there.
If
It's
that's
okay.
But if it's even floating through the air, can't that trigger
Well,
something?
you're not cooking it in our studio. I'm gonna
Well, that's what
But,
I've
like,
requested.
they're-
I've requested Friday boils.
Yeah.
Whatever they're called. I don't know.
The Crawdad Get Down's going to have to wait, I guess.
I was going to say the new Friday Get Down is going to be me on the floor.
Oh, God.
EpiPen into my chest.
Crawfisher!
Throat closer.
Yep.
Throat closer.
Okay. Let me break here. If you want to text for anything, 35192. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you can listen on the iHeartRadio app.
The Alan